Greetings to everyone and welcome to today's internal awareness session.
This presentation
aims to raise awareness about drivers' road and transportation safety and highlight its importance to Al Masood employees. Always remember to follow road safety rules for your own safety. Life is short, don't rush it. The contents of the presentation will include the following: awareness objectives and deliverables, road safety rules, driver training and qualification. What is fatigue? Avoiding driver's fatigue. Consequence while driving fatigue. Seat belt. Night driving. Cellular phones and two-way communications devices. Driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, narcotics, or medications. Journey management plan. In-vehicle monitoring system. IVMS, violations parameters. Driver's performance rewards and intervention actions. Emergency contact numbers. Desert survival kit, minimum requirements. Vehicle check, flowers. Tire check. High-risk items not to leave in cars during summer. Lessons learned from incident in ADNOC onshore sites. The objective of this awareness session is to promote safe and responsible driving by reducing road risks, following traffic rules, and complying with journey management plans and ADNOC requirements. Drivers are expected to stay alert, avoid distractions, and prioritize safety to protect themselves, others, and company assets. The deliverables of this awareness session is to ensure the following: company driving policies and journey management plans. Drivers must understand and comply with all driving rules and route management procedures. Comprehensive driver training on defensive driving, fatigue and heat stress management. Apply safe driving techniques and recognize signs of fatigue and heat stress. Regular vehicle safety inspections with checklists and maintenance tracking. Drivers should be able to perform daily vehicle checks and report any issues promptly. Provision of essential safety equipment kits in company vehicles. Drivers must know the location and proper use of all safety equipment provided. Installation and monitoring of in-vehicle monitoring systems. IVMS drivers should understand IVMS purpose and how it promotes safe driving behavior. Emergency preparedness via in-vehicle contact lists and incident response training. Drivers must be prepared to act swiftly and correctly in case of emergencies. Continuous monitoring and reporting of unsafe driving acts and conditions. Drivers are expected to report hazards and unsafe behaviors proactively. Road safety rules. Always keep in mind that it is your responsibility to follow these rules. I always wear seat belt. I do not exceed speed limit and reduce my speed for road conditions. I do not use phones or operate devices while driving. I am fit, rested, and fully alert while driving. I follow journey management requirements. Vehicle occupants shall never be in a moving vehicle without wearing a seat belt. Drivers will never drive without first ensuring that all vehicle occupants are wearing seat belts. Seat belts save dozens of lives in UAE each year. It is literally your best friend in your vehicle. Buckle up or face the consequences. It is important to always remember that drivers will not commence a journey without a journey management plan where required, and will follow it. Road safety coordinator and department coordinator will ensure drivers are aware of the journey management plan requirements and verify compliance before authorizing the journey. Vehicles must meet the journey management plan requirements, and drivers must inspect the vehicles prior to departure. All drivers must have in their possession a valid driving and operator's license, issued by a relevant public authority, for the class of vehicle being operated and have the functional capacity to operate the vehicle. All drivers shall undergo driver's competency assessment and must score minimum 90% to be considered as approved. Driver shall obtain a health certificate stating the absence of physical illness, mental illness, psychological disorder, and fitness to perform duties. Minimum experience for light vehicle drivers shall be 1 year experience of driving after obtaining UAE license and 2 years experience of driving for heavy vehicle drivers. preferred experience greater than 3 years. A formal defensive driving course should be conducted as per local law and client requirements and shall be trained on first aid. What is fatigue? When you are fatigued, you will feel you are tired, drowsy, or sleepy. Fatigue is very dangerous if you are driving. How do you know you are fatigued? Ask yourself, are you drowsy? Yawning? Feeling heavy eyelids or tired eyes? Blinking more than normal? Bored or irritable? Restless or have difficulty concentrating or oversteering? Get enough sleep the night before you have to drive and travel at times when you are normally awake. Plan your journey, and inform your road safety coordinator and department coordinator any delays that may incur. Comply with the life-saving rules, they save lives. After driving 2.5 hours, take a rest break for 15 minutes for first stop, and for second stop after driving 2 hours, take another 15 minutes break. Drive only for a maximum of 10 hours within 24 hours. If asked to drive when it is not safe, example inappropriate overtime, then exert your right to stop as it is unsafe. Al Masood Energy HSE will always support you. If you ignore your body's warning signs and decide to carry on driving on whilst fatigued, you choose to play with death. Traveling at 100 km per hour, your vehicle will travel 28 meters every second. So if you have tired eyes, and lose your concentration, even for a second, how long before you run off the road and roll over? Ask yourself. Is it worth it? Seat belt. Occupants of any vehicle shall use seat belts at all times. All vehicles, owned, contracted, or leased, must be fitted with seat belts for each occupant. Belts for front seat occupants and outboard passengers shall be of the 3-point configuration, preferably incorporating inertia reels. Where there are more than 2 seats in a row, except for front seats, lap belts are acceptable for center seat passengers. Where it is impossible to implement the above seat belt requirements for buses or coaches, the minimum requirements are that seat belts are fitted for the driver, 3-point, and front seats, and seats with an open space in front, such as a seat adjacent to a doorway, should not be occupied unless seat belts are fitted. Night driving. Driving at night either in the desert, on the blacktop, on the Gatch Road is prohibited except in emergency cases or for essential operational reasons, at discretion of ADNOC onshore contract admin or drilling supervisor and under the following terms and conditions. Between sunset and sunrise, only with written permission from the driver's direct manager after obtaining ADNOC onshore contract admin or drilling supervisor's approval. During summertime, start driving only after 4:30 a.m. and stop driving at 9 p.m. from April 1st to October 31st. During wintertime, start driving only after 5 a.m. and stop driving at 8 p.m. from November 1st to March 31st. Ensure that vehicle windscreens are clean both inside and outside. At night, a dirty windscreen will be lit up by other vehicles' lights and obscure vision. Keep all vehicle lights clean so they are clearly visible. Drive slowly. Dipped headlights must be used, side lights and parking lights are not sufficient. Only use headlights on full beam when there are no vehicles ahead. Keep a safe distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead of you if there is one. Take extra care while driving at night. Look for road markings to show the direction and any markings indicating road under repair. Cellular phones and two-way communications devices. Drivers shall neither initiate nor answer a mobile telephone call while driving a vehicle. This includes text messaging and the use of hands-free devices. Mobile telephones can be left on during a trip to alert the driver of any incoming calls. The driver should safely leave the road and bring the vehicle to a complete and safe stop before initiating or answering a call. Driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, narcotics, or medications. Drivers shall not operate a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, narcotics, or medication that could impair the operator's ability to safely operate the vehicle, consistent with local regulations and in line with Al Masood Energy. This Journey Management Plan slide explains Al Masood Energy's system for safely planning and approving trips, especially long or night journeys. A trip approval criteria table scores risks like driver fatigue, passenger safety, weather, road type, and communication. Based on the total score, trips may require higher level approval 11, 15 points need operations manager sign-off, and night trips need ADNOC CA or DS approval. The plan also includes key trip details like driver, vehicle, destination, and timing, which help calculate a journey risk rating. The goal is to reduce travel risks through proper planning and oversight. In-vehicle monitoring system. Company-owned, contracted or leased vehicles shall be fitted with an in-vehicle monitoring system, IVMS, that produces journey data to be analyzed and fed back to the drivers. The IVMS utilized by ADNOC is able to monitor a variety of parameters from the vehicles. In particular, the following parameters are focused on to ensure safe driving behavior from all ADNOC Group employees and contractors. Seat belt not fastened. Incidents. Harsh braking. Harsh acceleration. Overspeeding. Reckless driving. Fatigue. Night driving. The IVMS, in-vehicle monitoring system, violations parameters define specific driving behaviors that are monitored for safety compliance at Al Masood Energy. A violation is recorded if the seat belt is not fastened for 10 seconds. Harsh braking is flagged when a light vehicle decelerates to 15 km per hour or a heavy vehicle to 10 km per hour in 1 second. Similarly, harsh acceleration is recorded when a light vehicle accelerates to 12 km per hour or a heavy vehicle to 8 km per hour in 1 second. Fatigue rules require a 15-minute rest after 2.5 hours of driving, and again after 2 more hours, with a maximum of 10 driving hours allowed in 24 hours. Overspeeding violations occur when light vehicles exceed 140 km per hour on freeways, or 80 km per hour off-road, and when heavy vehicles exceed 80 km per hour on blacktop or 60 km per hour off-road. Driving more than 20 km per hour above the posted speed limit is considered reckless. Night driving is restricted to 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. in summer and 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. in winter to reduce risks. Drivers' performance rewards and intervention actions. The scoring system outlines performance levels and corresponding actions for drivers, categorized as green, light green, amber, and red. Drivers in the green category who maintain top kilometers driven for at least 3 consecutive months are recognized quarterly by the relevant VP. In the light green category, drivers are notified of their scores in the first and second months. If no 20% improvement is seen by the third month, coaching is provided, otherwise the driver is informed of positive progress. Continued lack of improvement in the fourth month leads to RS, road safety, training or refresher, and by the fifth month, a verbal warning is issued by management. If no significant change is seen by the sixth month, the driver is subject to JCAC, Joint Corrective Action Committee, evaluation, while those improving receive recognition. Amber drivers receive coaching and RS training in the first month, followed by a verbal warning in the second month, and are escalated to JCAC by the third month. Red category drivers are immediately subject to JCAC evaluation from the first month onward. In case of any emergency, drivers must contact the following are the emergency contact numbers as well as their road safety coordinator and department coordinator immediately. This chart details the Desert Survival Kit minimum requirements for vehicles used in ADNOC Group, specifying that each kit must be checked by the driver and maintained every 6 months by group company HSE function. The kit includes essential items such as 10 emergency water pouches, 5 liters each, 2 smoke canisters, a signaling mirror, a space blanket, light sticks, emergency light with spare batteries, a parachute flare, glare paper roll, a compass, a 12-voltage air pump compressor, a first aid kit, a tire pressure gauge, salt tablets, 1 packet, a tow rope with hook, a mobile phone for two-way communication, a foldable shovel, heavy-duty, wheel chocks, a jumper cable, and a plank for jack support. All these items must be stored in a heavy-duty cloth bag or army bag. This comprehensive list ensures preparedness for various emergencies in desert environments. This slide presents the vehicle check, flowers, system, used by Al Masood Energy to ensure vehicles are routinely inspected for safety and operational readiness. The flowers acronym stands for fuel, license, vehicle registration, ADSD, driving license, oil, engine, power steering, water, wiper, radiator, electricals, signals, lights, horn, rubber, tires, wipers, fan belts, and safety equipment, first aid, seat belts, fire extinguisher, vehicle tools. The slide provides both English and Arabic versions of this checklist, illustrating the company's commitment to comprehensive pre-trip vehicle inspections to prevent mechanical failures and ensure safety on the road. Tire check. The most important factors in caring for your tires are correct pressure, correct alignment, do not overload, driving with care. Vehicle check. To avoid accidental car fires, drivers are being urged not to leave flammable items inside cars during summer months. The high-risk items include gas cylinders. These contain gases under high pressure, which can be flammable, toxic, or inert. Leaks or damage can lead to explosions, fires. Pressurized perfume sprays. These aerosols contain flammable propellants and can explode if exposed to heat or punctured. Mobile phone batteries. Lithium-ion batteries, common in mobile phones, can overheat, catch fire, or even explode if damaged, overcharged, or exposed to extreme temperatures. Hand sanitizer in spray cans. Similar to perfume sprays, these often contain alcohol, flammable, and are pressurized, posing a fire and explosion risk. Mobile phone chargers. Faulty or damaged chargers can pose electrical hazards, leading to short circuits, overheating, and potential fires. Cigarette lighters. These contain flammable gas and can ignite if damaged, exposed to heat, or misused. This, lessons learned from incidents, details a vehicle rollover incident that occurred on October 17, 2021, involving a pickup truck from Adnock Drilling Sahil, Madinat Zaid Road. The incident happened when the driver lost control on the blacktop road, causing the vehicle to roll over about 100 feet from the road with no material loaded. Initial findings confirmed the vehicle steered off the road and rolled over on its right side, with no material loaded on the pickup. Immediate actions included the driver informing the base camp transport supervisor and police arrival and securing the site, and ambulance paramedics examining the driver, who was declared fit without personal injury. Another, lessons learned from incidents, details a food delivery vehicle rollover incident that occurred on March 18, 2023, while an Adnock Drilling catering contractor's pickup truck was commuting to the rig from Camp AD83, resulting in the driver and passenger escaping uninjured. Initial findings revealed the vehicle was speeding at 85 km/h on a wet and slippery road, and the rear tire treads were worn to less than half of 1 centimeter at the outer portions. Immediate actions and recommendations included informing the police, securing the incident location, a safety stand-down discussion with all drivers, daily pre-use checks inspections on all vehicles, and conducting refresher awareness sessions on safe driving practices on different types of desert roads. In conclusion, you must comply with all the following to ensure safety at all times. Drive within the speed limits for on-road and off-road. Plan your journey in advance and notify your road safety coordinator or department coordinator of any delays that occur. Book in as soon as you arrive at your destination. Wear seat belts at all times. Daily vehicle inspection checklists must be completed. Vehicles should be equipped with a flagpole, rollover bar, first aid kit, and desert kit. Do not leave flammable items inside car during summer months. Smoking is prohibited inside vehicles. Using mobile phones or operating devices while driving is prohibited. During summertime, start driving only after 4:30 a.m. and stop driving at 9 p.m. from April 1st to October 31st. During winter time, start driving only after 5 a.m. and stop driving at 8 p.m. from November 1st to March 31st. After driving 2.5 hours, take a rest break for 15 minutes for first stop, and for second stop after driving 2 hours, take another 15 minutes break. Drive only for a maximum of 10 hours within 24 hours. Fog driving restrictions. Driving is restricted when visibility is less than 100 meters. Renew your medical fitness requirements when necessary. Drivers shall not operate a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, narcotics, or medication. Report unsafe conditions, unsafe acts, and use the Stop Work Authority for any risky situations you face. You are responsible for ensuring that all required documentation, such as licenses, permits, and RFID cards, is readily available and is not tampered with. In case of internal vehicle emergencies, contact Logistics Coordinator, Mohammed Faisal 050-828-5389, Fleet Supervisor, Mr. Zamil 050-611-0889. Let's continue working together to make a positive impact and drive excellence across our organization. Following this awareness session, please take a moment to complete the training evaluation questionnaire. Kindly submit your responses to HSE Department for our records. Thank you.